this rookie is beasting. Trey Knox went from normal to star to superstar, and now today he has the opportunity to be an X factor. Let's see if I can make it happen.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Jameis to throw it. Stays on his feet. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they're going to face a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Dancing to his left, and he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. This defense for the Pats, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because
Possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Winston's throw here pulled in by Bowden. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Second and 5 now. Jones. Touchdown. It's complete. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Miami set to take over.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 21 carries, 62 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll run on first down. Mack.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. This to the outside from Mack. And he loses the football the second time. And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to throw now. Winston.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing, Winston.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Sanders' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On the give, this is Mack. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, Winston. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Mack. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over.
Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense.
And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now this throw caught left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there for the Patriots.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And throw complete to his tight end long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 44, Winston. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Winston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first and 10, Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Winston. He dumps this off to Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. Off play action. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for New England.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Stevenson.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Stevenson again.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll run with Stevenson. And this time he is in. Yes. Ramondre Stevenson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And take it right on the 30. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Winston. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Again, it's Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
New England's offense set to go.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Stevenson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff, Stevenson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Pats are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's long. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
They'll throw again. Winston. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Winston. And this is caught. It's Parker. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for New England. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way.
This is franchise.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jameis now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Winston. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One last shot now for Winston. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee.
And the users. Trey Knox. get into the details. Let's look at the clips. Perfect chemistry, man. Let's see what he got to say. X Factor, Cage. Woo-wee. Hey, hey. And watch the day here at 10,000 XPs. Oh man. Well, well, well. It's about to get crazy. So this is my roster right now. And as you can see, my number 2 guy over there. He's an X Factor. Superstar. X Factor. So look at this. Let's see what we want to make this guy. Yak him up. Double me. So let's do this double me. If you don't double him, I feel sorry for you. And I want to unlock that. So I need to gotta make him physical. Get it to 85. Years old. As you can see, he's a rookie from Arkansas. He weighed 215 pounds. He's 6'5". Let's look at his attributes. As you can currently see, his speed is 92. His acceleration is 94. Catching 92. Catching traffic is 86. His short route is 75. Medium 77. Deep 85. Spectacular catch is 82. His release is 84. So his jumping is 77. Trucking is low, stiff arm is low, carrying is 78, change of direction is 91, his juke move is 81, spin move 80, break tackle 65, run block is low with 44, his pass block, which we don't care about pass block, so impact blocking is 58, he's look like his decent in every kick return, his injuries is low 90s, well high 80s. His stamina is 85 and his toughness is 81. So overall, I just drafted this guy. I think in the second round, he was projected to be drafted in fourth round. Let's look. I think it's traits. No, it ain't it. So he was drafted in the second round with my 23 pick, which I won the Super Bowl, but I traded with someone. So I don't know who pick this was, but I'm glad that I got him. Um, I was scouting him, I think, last season around about week 7. Couldn't really get too much on him till he got the combine, and once I saw his 40 speed and everything else that was included, he was in top 11 and everything from bench three cone jumping, his 40 time. So I was like, why not? And I hit go. This guy is a superstar X Factor, and he's only 22. He's a rookie. So my goal right now is to develop, make him better. I don't know why I didn't get no upgrades for him. Just two. He deserved more than two. I think Madden just a delay. But anyway, I have Tennessee next. I have Washington. Then I got the Dolphins. As you can see, Matt Jones is leading in passing yards. Um, Trey is leading in receiving yards. And I'm just about to try to my best to get balance as much as possible and go from there. Um, like I said, it's early in the week. Or what week? So we're in week 9. I don't want to have no weakness, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So if you look right here, that Baker Mayweather tested positive. Cool. So let's look what we got. All right, so I got my rushing attack. Gotta get him 1,000 yards. Gotta get him 1,000 yards. That's my rookie. He's gonna take over eventually top spot. Receivers. I thought he already had 1,000. Okay, so I gave him his 1,000. Get him his 1,000. Then we'll work on Alfonso Jones. Get him 1,000. He's a rookie. Trying to get him 1,000. He's fast. He was what's crazy is look at his overall. It's 70. He was a free agent. He's 23 years old. I'm gonna take advantage of that. So how many computer games do I have left? Hopefully by the end of the season I can make him a star, maybe a superstar. Um, Let me look at my schedule. That wifey downstairs cooking something good. Let me look at my schedule. Alright, schedule. See how many computer games I have. So, so if I have 5 computer games left, I could get that guy 1,000 yards for receiving. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yes, he will receive 1,000 yards. 5 on the dot. So I got Tennessee next. Then I got Washington and Dolphins. I'm gonna rack them up. I'm gonna try to get Alfonso Jones at least 5 here and 5 there. Man, the future look bright in New England. So, that being said, you're seeing the roster. Let's look at it again. But I got 10,000 XPs for my wide receiver. But I can't use them. So as you can see, I'm sitting on the goal mine. Shaq Mason said he's not going to retire. But you know what? I'm going to let Hurt start. Should never say he was going to retire. Let's go on the defensive side. I'm looking pretty good. I think I need to invest in another D-back this draft coming up. I think he's a rookie. He is. He's fast. Hitting power low. I can pick that up. So let me do this right. Let me leave this league and come back and see if Madden update my XP for my wide receiver. Let me go to the Gridiron Key. See if anybody joined. All right. This first franchise, got messed up. We was doing a draft and it just went haywire. Some people were seeing different streams. Some people were seeing different teams picking. You had to actually leave the franchise and come back to see if to make it accurate. So this roster is currently up to date from last week. So if I look at my players, which I took a glance yesterday when I joined it, Matthew Judon is a superstar. I got Matt Jones overall 77. I don't know about this Nelson guy. I mean, I know who he is, but I didn't know he was a star. He didn't really do too much. And they should have made Stevenson a star. So on the defense side, like you said, you can see right there, 89. He's a superstar. Devin McCourty. I like my roster. I'm gonna start cutting people. Let me get my roster down to 53. And this franchise, I made it the first season. I made it to the Super Bowl and lost to the Giants. The second season, I made it to the AFC and lost to the Miami Dolphins. Whoa. You gotta stay on the roster, man. God, dog. I cut you. I gotta get penalized for 2-point meal. Man. Let's go on this side of the ball. Hmm. 62. Still got to do a lot of cut. Smell some bacon. Bacon, mama cooking some bacon. Wifey cooking some bacon. Oh man, today Wednesday payday. Let me see what else. I'm gonna get this roster down to 53. Okay. So what can I do on the O side? Alright. I'll tell you what, this ain't helping out. Let me do this. Oh, William. He's slow, even though I don't need him. Look at that. He's fast in real life. I'm at 61. It's kind of hard, like, to really release Matthew Slater, even though he don't really contribute in the game. But you don't see how much he have been doing for the Patriots on and off the field in real life. You be kind of get to a point like, even though it's a game, but I really want him, really want him to retire as a Patriot. And you like, man, he been loyal. You know, he don't really have a huge role, but on special team, he do his thing. But the age of 35, man, um, my gunner, I'm not even going to use gunner. Do you want? I'm trying to get Matthew to retire, man. So I'm at 60. Let me see what I can do. He might get lucky. Begin to text him. Dinner's ready, babe. You know about that, don't you, fellas? Be playing the game, and all of a sudden you get a text from your queen. Dinner's ready, babe. Anthony Jennings, I don't even know if he's on the roster no more. Good God. Well, here we go. Matthew might get lucky. I'd already got that going. Middle linebackers. Make no sense. Try my best and let Matthew Slater retire as a Patriot. Getting there. But in free agent, there's 3 guys I want. So Matthew gonna end up getting released. I'm at 54. I'm gonna draft a middle linebacker. So I'm at 53. So this is where I currently stand at, which I'm satisfied with. So that being said, let me see if anybody signed anybody. Come on, man. These buttons, man, they be having delays, man. Oh, so that's how you can okay. Hold up. I can show proof that I won a Super Bowl. It's league history. I knew it somewhere. I done hit go. So, yup. Alright, that's what's up. So it shows all the Super Bowls. So I'm gonna let y'all guys know that I won the Super Bowl. Show proof. Alright, so I wanna be nosy. I'm gonna see if anybody signed a free agent. Because the commission said don't sign nobody. See, look. If I see another team, that sign somebody. Jacksonville don't want to listen, man. You always got a hard head, man. These guys already making trades. Man, he signed somebody. Broncos did. Let me text this guy real quick. Dum, dum. So weird. dude, the Jags were asking his free agent close. They said, yeah, but he done signed like 5 people already. Come on, man. We got to do better. Well, the guys I want, nobody can sign them. Let me see if they're there. I'm not going to say their names, but if you watch the other franchise game, you probably would know who the guys are. Two are on offense, one on defense. Okay, let me see. I saw one of them. All right, they're both there. Go to the DB. All right, I see my guys. Wife texts me as I'm hungry. Hell yeah, babe. I smell that food. Daddy coming downstairs. Let me text this commissioner. When can we sign players from free agent? Brother may go to work at 4. Alright, so let me do this real quick. To show proof that I did win the Super Bowl. Because I didn't see all the celebration. I was excited, so I didn't see who was MVP. But I know it was Damian Harris. He had 4 touchdowns. It had to be. Look at that. There you go, Damian Harris, Super Bowl MVP. I done won 7 Super Bowls total. You know that Panthers MVP, Coach of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, all that. And look way down in the Super Bowl. Yes, he lost 23 to 35. So that's it, folks. Yeah, take it easy. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. The more you hit it, the more people start seeing